right. In other news today, Bill Cosby won't face charges.
I told you.
They don't have enough evidence, or I don't even know why.
Where are they going to get evidence from? This story is 20 years old. How old is it? Older than 20 years? I don't even know.
Well, he's got stories all over the ball field, but the latest one was, I think, relatively recent in Philly, right?
The story about the woman that was drugged?
Yeah.
And
well, the audio we had, that was an old...
At the restaurant?
Yeah, that was an old claim.
Yeah, that was an old claim. But this new one, also, they're not situations where there's really any evidence.
Yeah, well...
So the Cos gets off the hook. And he's just one of those guys that unless you have a ton of evidence, you're not going to ruin his credibility, you know? He's got that, Huxtable credibility where people still look at him as, Dr. Huxtable. It's hard to rip that down. Oh, there it is.
Darkest.
Oh, look. Bill Cosby's doing that wacky dance at the beginning of the show. Oh, look, it's so zany. I'm laughing just watching him do the little dance.
Yeah. Where he kind of dances into Theo's room and puts his finger in Theo's girlfriend's pants while she's dozed off.
Theo, give your girl some of these drugs. Leave her laying here on the bed, and I'll give her a full examination. She look like she needs a pelvic, and I'm Dr. Huxtable, OBGYN. Let me just put my hand in here. I'll flim-flam the flarn and flig. It's the flarn and flan and flarn. See what I pull out over here.
What a douche Cosby is. Doesn't like comics who use dirty words.
No.
I guess it's nice if you don't use profanity while you're fingering a sleeping person. Self-righteous jizz bucket.
His comedy.
Sick.
His comedy is brilliant. I listened to one of the channels on XM. They do the old school comedy.
Old school.
And I once listened on one of my trips around America when we weren't working.
Yeah.
To like a 40-minute bit on skiing.
40 minutes, though, of Bill Cosby
it was,
going on and on?
Maybe that's
funny.
an exaggeration, but it was at least 20 to 30 minutes. It went on and on and on. And you know what? It was brilliant.
It was great. He's a great comic.
I got to tell you, it was brilliant. I love the storytelling comics. I'm a big fan of that.
Could be done in
Pryor
5
did it
minutes,
that way. Bill Cosby did that.
Pryor told real stories, though. Pryor told stories that had social relevance. Cosby, who's a great comedian and brilliantly funny, but it's like, ugh. Then you see his real personality. It's like there's no connection between the two.
No, I understand that.
It annoys me.
I disconnect in that way, you know? I mean, he believes everyone should do comedy like he does, and that's the problem I have with Cosby.
It's like if you want to speak, you speak through your work. I hate when artists just take the fame they have and then use it to go in a totally different direction. Speak through your work, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Pryor did. He talked through his work. You didn't hear him off stage. He said what he had to say in the context of his work.
Hey, Eric found the skiing bit. We could take a 25-minute break.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm kidding. Don't worry about it.
You found it?
Yeah, we finally figured out how to use the master computer here in the studio.
Can we hear a minute of it?
Master computer.
You want to hear just a slight?
Yeah, just to hear it.
All right. Yeah,
but there's a lot of funny voice inflection.
Yeah, no, but I mean...
I went to the ski. We take the lift up the mountain.
That's why it takes 25 minutes. It could be like done in 3 minutes.
A friend of mine who has been divorced 3 times. So this friend of mine, who at the time I was in my 40s, he was 50-something. So he says, I want you to go skiing with me. So I said, really, I don't want to go skiing. He said, look, you have not witnessed the feeling of going downhill with the wind in your face.
Where's the funny?
And the sound and the freedom of going down at this speed, and it's just you and God.
All right, look, I can understand if you're traveling across the country and have
hold on a minute.
5 weeks.
I understand. We're gonna see how long it takes to get to the first lap.
Get to the first funny.
That's
we
all
have
we'll
a timer
do.
on it and everything.
That's all we'll do.
How many seconds in is it?
So far,
we're already
almost a minute in, and still not one laugh yet. Well, he's setting up the bit.
And he started to rhapsodize.
That's not a laugh.
And I kept looking at him, and I kept saying,
minute in.
Wonderful for you, but I don't want to. Well, he's one of these people, they keep it up, and they keep it up, and they keep it up. But he kept it up, and finally, I said, okay, I'll go with you. I'll go with you on a Saturday.
We're still waiting.
Oh, my God.
Great. So he comes up and he says, I'll take you over to the store to buy.
He didn't use any drugs on these women. He just lulled them to sleep with this bit and then molested them.
All right.
How long in so far?
We're 90 seconds in.
90 seconds, a minute and a half in, not one laugh, not one joke.
You listen to this on a cross-country flight, what you put on when you took off out of Newark and over Colorado, it gets amusing?
Dude, I drove all over the country.
Same joke. Colorado, it got amusing, and he was driving.
Wow, it shows you it shows you how bored I was in our hiatus. So we're 90 seconds in so far.
The stuff. So I said, okay.
He's getting ski stuff.
So we go over to this place, all these salespeople walking around with tan, wrinkled skin, but white circles.
How long was that?
Wait, is that the first laugh?
The tan
Was that
sink
really
in,
a
yeah.
laugh?
That was a good laugh. That was a nice laugh. It was a good laugh from the whole crowd.
All right, so that was about almost 2 minutes in.
Okay, minute 45 maybe?
Something like that.
Just about 2 minutes in. Almost 2 minutes in.
So why they laugh? Because skiers get a lot of, sunburn?
A lot of sun. It wasn't really a joke. It was kind of a...
Well, let's go for
Look like
the people are looking for something to laugh at.
negatives of raccoon, you know.
That's the joke. That's the joke. Looks like a negative of
They
a
all
raccoon.
have great white teeth, great healthy-looking teeth.
All right, well, there you go.
You know, teeth are funny. I went to a dentist. I believe his name was Bob the dentist. And I sat in the chair, and there was an instrument there that I believe was made by the Acme Dental Company. The building is located in Virginia. I believe Virginia, that's on the east coast of the United States of America, which is a great country. Well, 50 states, but years ago there weren't 50 states. Shut up! Oh, my God!
Yeah, well, that's why he got cleared, I guess. He's still explaining what happened.
You know, he was probably explaining, and the people just went, screw it, drop the case.
You know what? It's not worth our time.
I was with the girl and gave her some pills. I believe they were from the Pfizer Corporation. You know, Pfizer's financials were very good this year, and I believe the stock is going to go up for Pfizer. But, you know, it's sort of speculation, like many stocks. That's why I put it in the bonds. I like bonds. I like James Bond movies. You ever notice James Bond always has a nice car when he drives? He's got the ejector seat. Don't you wish you had an ejector seat? Especially if I'm sitting next to you telling a goddamn story. You could just pop me out the roof. You want a pudding pop? Here's Jello pudding. You know, the Jello Company was founded in 1927. And shut up!
Yeah, they're probably
Drop the case!
All right, forget it. Forget it.
Screw it. I don't care if you're a serial rapist.
Right.
Leave.
And Cosby's a great comic. I mean, no one's saying he's not a great comedian. Man.
I am.
In the 60s, I mean, Pryor used to steal Cosby stuff when he first started. So,
Really?
Yeah. He was, because he wanted to be like the next black guy, like with the conked hair type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
The cause from Munaki. Jesus.
But he just annoys me because he's so self-righteous, so inconsistent.